staff and volunteers, a very warm welcome again on behalf of myself and my fellow grade 8 graduating class. Today, I want to start off by saying that we've made it through to the beginning of our next journey. So guys, I think you guys should be pretty proud. Did you know we will never be this eager, have more energy or enthusiasm as you do at this very moment? So as we embark on a new journey of life, we should take every moment as a gift. Because our moments go by so fast, and the choices that we make in these very moments will determine the path that we take on our journey through life. Now let's take a deep breath. There, another moment just went by. Elementary is defined as the fundamentals, basics, and simplest aspects of any part in life. It's the beginning. This is elementary school, not just because we came here to learn the basics in academics. This building is where we begin to make friendships, form bonds, and find our voice. At the start of it all, as early as the age of 4, we came through those kindergarten doors. Some kicking and screaming, others reluctant and afraid, and others brave and eager to face this new world head-on. We all learned one thing after that day, whether we liked school or not, and whatever our decision was, we were going, and we had to find a way to make it work. Up until then, we followed the rules of our house. We sat where we wanted, we ate when we wanted, and we especially talked when we wanted, which so happened to be all the time. Our moms as our class teachers, our dads as the principal, and nobody wanted to wait until he came home. We learned about kitties and cartwheels for our siblings and cousins. School was pretty fun. We went on adventures with Dora and Diego, we followed pop prints with Blue's Clues, and developed our musical talents with the backyard drums. However, after those few weeks of starting school, we all came home with these new rules from school, like, Mom, so-and-so said we're supposed to do it this way, and you're doing it all wrong. I know my experience may have been a bit different, but only because I spent my past 9 years at a different school. I'm sure my fellow classmates remember what I'm talking about, but if not, I know the parents understand what I'm getting at. So to all the parents and guardians, thank you for your unconditional love, support, and listening ear. Thank you for listening to all of our stories at the end of the school day. But not just on the first day. I'm talking about the 7 hours of stories, 5 days a week, for about 9 months a year, for 10 years. You should give yourself a pat on the back. I can honestly say that I still continue to bring home stories. Every day, although sometimes when you answer, wow, or really, or no way, we can't be sure you're actually interested or ready to listen. But nevertheless, it's comforting to know you'll always be there. Those little words, how was your day, or what happened at school today, may have become a routine for you. But it is our gateway that allows us to reconnect with you daily. We love you, and we're here because of you. Now, as we got older, the stories became shorter. For some of us, we prayed those stories never came out on the parent-teacher interview night. So we want to say thanks to the amazing teachers who could have taken us down on the interview night, but never did, or so I heard. Thanks for keeping us on track, for your guidance, and for believing that we had the potential to do anything we wanted, and reminding us that our abilities had no limits and our dreams were endless. I'm sure we all had our doubts at first, but thank you for your ever-constant wisdom that we're the ones trying to pass grade 8. So we thank you for staying back after school to answer questions and to offer help. To all of those teachers who gave us constructive criticism, and for those who have planned our class trips and socials, on behalf of the graduating class, we applaud you. One of the most important and awesome sauce event of the year had to be the grad trip. Our graduation trip to the Tim Hortons camp dragged us all out of our comfort zones and forced us to reconnect with our peers outside of social networking, which surprisingly worked. As a result of that, I believe we all bonded in a way that our many colleagues never allowed us to. In addition, we ventured out into trying new things, making memories, and strengthening bonds. Right now, we're at that point where the question, what do you want to do with your future, pops up rather frequently. And to all the inquirers, if we knew, we would tell you. We talked about how much easier it would have been after reading The Giver by Lois Lowry. I mean, no longer do we shout out answers like, I want to be an astronaut, or Barbie, or Mom. But all jokes aside, the future is really scary. And now is a more serious contemplation, but mainly for one reason, and that's the choices. Our society is filled with them. It's like these choices are constantly shoved at us in all different directions. And I've heard decision-making can be very challenging. This can be overwhelming, however, we must persevere through the hard times, go beyond our limit, and learn from our mistakes. This is a part of growing up, and I'm sorry to say there's no going back. And as we move out from our elementary years and transition into our high school years, we're going to meet peer pressure, academic difficulties, social stress, and so much more. But if there's one thing we should always remember, we have one choice, and that one choice can either define you, it can either transform you, or it can destroy you. Every moment over the next 4 years, we are working towards that one choice. And I know that we all have the power within ourselves to make the worthy decisions. Plus, we have all these people around us to help and guide us through those hard times. But once all of those hard parts are over, I'm positive we'll all be on that roller coaster that only goes up. So bring it on, high school. We're ready. We're coming kicking and screaming, some a bit reluctant, but ready to face this new journey head on. So I hope that we all have a great summer, and God bless.